Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Gongora with CB&A Realtors, and I'm here with the fabulous Kim.
And hi, I am Kim Coreas, the Coreas Home Team powered by Edge Home Finance.
Perfect. All right, so we are here to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the interest rates. Tell us the history of this year with interest rates and where we're going.
So, first, I'll say that definitely people are still buying houses. And, you know, looking back through, it's only June, and so it's almost July, so we still have plenty of time left this year to buy. In January, rates were fairly low. February, same. March, we did see an increase. And so on, April, May, and June. And so I would say right now, you know, rates are a little higher than they were last year. I don't think we're gonna see the 2s anymore, or the 3s.
Well, that just really wasn't sustainable.
Absolutely.
Like, we could not keep up at that current market pace with those rates. So it's leveled out to benefit not the sellers, but the buyers with a slower market, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And so I think, you know, I was just sharing with her earlier that today I priced out a 653 credit score going FHA, a 5.25% interest rate, and that's not bad.
No.
When I started in the business about 16 years ago, we were pricing out 9% and 10%.
Wow. Yeah. It's quite different. And you know, what we're seeing is a lot of people, especially if they've been in the market for a length of time, the buyers, they were used to seeing a 2 or 3, and now things have moved up. But what we do know is that if you need to make a move, if you wanted to make a move, it's still a good time. You can still get a good rate. And so tell us a little bit about what your brokerage offers regarding shopping around.
Yeah. So I am, it's kind of fun. I like to say I'm an Amazon in the mortgage world. I have 60 to 70 banks to shop from. And so what that means is that our customers have so many more options. That means if you're gonna shop me at Wells Fargo or with a big bank, Chase, I already know what those rates are. And usually I can compare and offer something better.
That's amazing for the consumer, because how many times I will give a client several lenders to check with and they pick one.
Exactly.
And so, because it's a little bit of a task to upload all the documents and get the approval, and so if you can do it one time and then shop the rates, that makes a huge difference for people. That's amazing that y'all offer that service. So
thank you. And absolutely, and I feel like it makes the consumer you feel more secured. I do collect all my documents up front as well. And so when I send an estimate to the customer, I give them options. Okay. We can do this or that, and I'm helping educate them into making a good financial decision.
Sure, yeah. So you can shop rates. What other things are you doing to help people find a good rate at this point?
So, I know we're talking about rates, but it's not always about the rate.
Oh,
right?
Tell me. Yeah.
So customer service is huge, right? As a realtor, you always want your lender to answer the phone.
Absolutely.
Right? And same thing for the consumer. Our consumers always want to know, the biggest complaint that I get as a lender is a consumer says, I've talked to the realtor, but the lender is not answering. I don't know what I qualify for. You know, and so that's huge for us. I want to make sure that once I get an application, that you as the consumer know how much your monthly payment is, what your estimated interest rate is, and what your cash to close is. So customer service is number 1. Shopping rates would be number 2, right? That's pretty big on the list. And then number 3, I'm not that lender that's going to say, you know, you're approved for $400,000, go find a house, but I haven't looked at your tax returns. We want to make sure that when you go out and fall in love with your dream home, that you qualify for that dream home.
Yeah,
you know?
That makes really good sense.
So, and I always say, when you're sick, where do you go? To the doctor.
Doctor, yeah.
Right? When you want your hair done, you go to the hair salon, right?
Makes sense.
So when you're gonna buy a house, you have to have a financial expert.
Absolutely. That makes 100% sense. So tell me about buying down points. Would you advise that? Would you not? What are your thoughts?
So yes is my initial thought, right? Let's do it. Let's get a better interest rate, because if your payment's gonna lower by 200 bucks times 12 times 30 years, it's worth it, right?
Sure.
However, I do think every client is different. If I don't feel like it is a big benefit for that particular customer, then I would advise them no.
Okay.
You know, but if it's a huge benefit, I mean, a $200 savings is huge.
Yeah, that could be really big.
In this market where everything's going up.
Yeah.
So yes, I think, you know, it's a great benefit to have, but it just depends on the client.
So weighing options. Okay.
Absolutely.
So for the future, are we anticipating rates to go down?
You know, that's the #1 question in the world today, right?
Get our crystal ball out, right?
Like, yeah. I wish I knew the answer to that. My opinion is that rates are not gonna go down again. But I do think we're at a point where we're pretty steady.
Okay.
You know, that could change overnight. As we all know that, you know, rates do change, and I encourage you, if you're pre-approved, to please be in touch with your lender, as that could change your purchase power. You know, they do change frequently. However, now I feel like now is the time to buy instead of waiting.
Yeah, that is what I'm hearing, because rates are only going to get higher because the feds have approved more rate hikes this year, and home values are still going up.
That's right.
So now's the cheapest time to buy in the next 5 years. And so getting on the bandwagon, we're in a great place right now with inventory levels at the highest they've been this year.
Absolutely.
Sellers are a little bit more negotiable, so that works out great for our buyers. And, you know, just really taking that to the bank, literally. You know?
I agree. I agree. So I posted something on social media this week, and it stated to marry the house and date the rate.
Yes, I've heard that phrase.
And I love it.
Yes.
So, and the reason that I love it so much is that don't get so stuck into the interest rate because it's only temporary.
Right.
Right? And so you can close today and refinance.
100%.
And if you refinance with us, the same lender that you purchased with, you get a discount.
Yeah.
You know, and title companies will do the same. And so don't think that, oh, you're gonna have to pay all these closing costs again. You do have closing costs, but it's not like when you're gonna purchase the home.
Right.
And so I think that's huge. I've been asked that a lot lately, and I'm sticking to that saying, and I love it.
Yes.
Because it's so true. And I know this is a huge investment for 30 years. I get it, but you're not gonna be paying your mortgage for 30 years.
Nope.
You're gonna either sell or refinance.
Exactly. People live in their homes an average of 10 years, and so they've either moved on.
That's right.
Or they refinance during that time when the rates go lower.
That's right.
So there are options out there. But the good news is the market's moving at a slower pace than what it was. People are able to make sound decisions on the houses that they're picking. They aren't having to make decisions within 24 hours on the biggest investment they'll ever make. So it is very important to take that into consideration as you're moving forward. All right, so if they want more information, getting to work with you, where would they need to go?
So the easiest way to contact me is my cell phone. It's 281-793-0384. I do like to have a conversation with you before you go to the website and apply, and then I can walk you through the steps to apply, and then I'll ask for some documents. We'll have a conversation, talk about numbers. Once you guys are comfortable and I'm comfortable, we make a good financial decision together, then that's where you come in.
Perfect. Well, and if you need me to help you get in contact with Kim, you can go to my website at www.sarahgongora.com. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
This was very helpful, and I hope some of our buyers feel a little bit more at ease with the market and making that home purchase.
Likewise.
Okay.